I normally do with these unloading loops is I like to keep the bag attached to the pallet and the pallet attached to the loader. So what we'll do, I'll come around the pallet itself, leave that eye open, and I've got a set of dangle chains that we just hook in here, and that keeps the pallet from sliding off the forks. After doing this for so long, I figured out what to do and what not to do, and for us, this works the best. So this way, when it dumps over, everything stays attached, barring I don't break the pallet and then it just goes to chaos. But in theory, it works really well. All right, for all the Nancy naysayers out there that don't believe me that these bags hold 1/3 of a cord, here's the proof. I have tucked firewood into all four corners. It's still heaped up about 24 inches over the top of the sides. And I still have pieces down there on the ground before I end up on the ground. And that was 6 bags flipped in. This body is 10 by 8 by 5, which is 400 cubic feet. And I divide that by 180 for your loose hand toss cord because it is not stacked. And that equals to 2.25 cord of firewood in the back of this truck out of 6 bags. Like I said, this is the best way that I can figure is to take that unloading loop and go around the pallet, chain it back to the pallet forks, and that's what keeps everything together. And it actually, the pallet will pick up on the bag itself versus the unloading loop. Now, we are a special case because I'm using a telehandler. A lot of the customers out there don't have the kind of height that I have, so they're trying to do it with a skid steer, and they really have to take those forks and pull it back where there's a lot more weight going on the bag itself than what we do. So kind of keep that in mind. Well, as they say, proof is in the pudding on this one. So again, 10 feet, 5 feet by 8 feet is 400 square feet. And I know everybody looks at a cord, it's 128, but that's stacked. I use a commercial standard, which is 180 cubic feet for the loose hand toss stuff. And that way there's a little bit of extra figured into it. And we've been selling firewood commercially for 10 years. I have never once had a customer call me and that they were short on firewood. I did have one guy call. We were gonna load up another bucket full and take down to him. Then he called me back, said he did the math wrong and there was more than a cord of firewood there. I told him, okay, I'm still coming anyway. He's like, why? I said, well, if you wanted more wood because I was short, I want more money because there's more wood. And he hung up the phone. So I don't know why. I mean, it only sounded fair to me anyway. But I mean, there it is. 6 bags, huge heap, a little bit left over. The bags are online, shaverequipment.com. The 3rd cord premium log lift bag like we were using today. Then there's the power lift, no unloading loops, no mosquito netting, still 1/3 of a cord volume. We do the 6th cord bags, just like the log lift, they're just half as tall, same footprint on the pallet, just half the height. And then we do the barrel bags, the little 9 cubic foot ones that go on the cart that you can wheel right down the sidewalk to take into like your HOAs or your VRBOs or whatnot. But all of those are available over on the website. The pallet quantity is the best price, and we do ship the pallets for free, but there are like a sample one. There's varied quantities depending on which bag it is, and then everything rolls through from there. The more you buy, the cheaper it gets, but we do put all of the pricing right up front, not like the other websites. It's the bag, the credit card fee, and the shipping is figured in from the very beginning. So what you see as a per bag cost is the actual per bag cost, not, oh, we got to add 60 bucks in shipping or $30 in shipping or whatever it is. That's all taken care of. So if you have any questions on it, the bags, or anything that we sell as far as splitters and processors, give me a phone call. It's 833-SPLITTER. It's 833-775-4887. You can also email me at sales@shaverequipment.com. And again, all of this stuff is over on the website, and easy online ordering for all of the bags. UPS gets it to your door in roughly like 5 to 7 business days. A little longer if you're up in Maine or out in like Washington State or something, but for the lower 48, we can get them out in about 5 to 7 business days. So do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button here on the channel so you can stay up to date on everything we have going on. And as always, I'm always working hard to be lazy. I hate handling firewood, and it killed me to stir that into the corners, but I didn't want to lose any going down the road. So we'll see you next time, folks. Thanks for watching. All right, so this is for all the doubting Karens and the Nancy naysayers. Tell me there's not 2 cord of firewood there. Tell me. Look at that. It's amazing how much gets on that truck.